So today we are going to revise some of the function questions lah. Because before this we already revised for algebra ma. Okay, so this one. Let's look at 1a. They give you fx, gx, and hx. Okay, write hgx as single fraction. So we have to combine lah. This one, if write them, this one is composite function. Means we have to combine some functions lah. Okay, hgx ma, so gx inside of hx. So hgx equals to h square bracket gx. And then we copy down the gx first lo. Ayo. H square bracket 3 over x plus 1. And then close bracket. Hx is, this one should be cube. So this whole thing, cube minus 2. This one is from hx lah. And then you try to simplify it lo. So remove the square first lo. 3 square you get 9 over x square plus 1 minus 2. So this one you should get 9 over x square. 1 minus 2 you get negative 1 lo. And then after that, oh okay, because this one is two terms ma. So one this one, the square of this you have to write lah plus 3 over 2 times 1 times 2. So 6 over x and then plus 1 and then only minus 2. And then after that, copy down minus 1. And then after that, make everything equals over x squared. So 9, and then to get x squared, you have to times x for both lo. So plus 6x, and then this one you have to times with x squared. So this one is minus over x squared. This one will be your final answer. Okay, let's look at B. Find the value of GF 100. GF 100 equals to GF 100. Let's try to substitute 100 into fx. So fx is actually sub x minus 4. So equals to g square bracket sub x, we replace it with 100. And then minus 4. And then gx is actually 3 over x plus 1. So we substitute the sub 100 over x into the x over here lah. So you should get and then plus 1. This one should be your answer. And then after that, when you throw everything, not throw everything like when you press calculator, you should get 3 over 2 as your final answer. Okay, let's look at C. Solve fx equals to 5. So fx is sub x minus 4. This one equals to 5. So this means that we have to solve for x lo. And then move negative 4 to the other side first. Becomes positive. So sub x equals to 5 plus 4. You get 9. Okay, to remove the square root, we have to square both sides. So x equals to 9 square. X equals to 81 should be your final answer. Okay. And then after that, solve. G negative 1x equals to 1 over hx. Okay. So this one, G negative 1x, we have to write like that. We have to find G negative 1x first. This one is inverse function. So, let G negative 1x equals to y first. So, this one, G y equals to x, no? And then after that, 3 over y plus 1 equals to x. And then move everything to the other side. We have to make y as the subject. So 3 over y equals to x minus 1, y. Move to the other side. So, and then here also move lah. So these two sides basically exchanging places lah. So 3 over x minus 1 equals to y. And then y equals to, y is actually g negative 1x. So g negative 1x equals to 3 over x minus 1. Okay, and then after that, g negative 1x equals to 1 over hx. So this one already got 3 over x minus 1 equals to 1 over hx. What is hx? Here, x squared minus 2. So, here, x squared minus 2. And then, because we have, to make it easier, we remove the denominator So, how to remove? We cross multiply. So 3 bracket x squared minus 2 equals to 1 times this one, so we can straight write x minus 1. Okay, and then open bracket. So 3x squared minus 6 equals to x minus 1. And then 3x squared minus, move everything to the other side, minus x minus 6 plus 1 equals to 0. Simplify it, 3x squared minus x minus 5 equals to 0. And then after that, this one, you can use the quadratic formula. So x equals to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So this one is the formula, and then we substitute in. Negative 1, and then plus or minus square root of negative 1x minus 4 times 3 times negative 5 over 2 times 3. So x equals to this one, 1 plus 1, negative 1 square is 1 lah, and then minus becomes plus. So 20 times 3, 60. So this one is square root of 61 lah, over 6, or x equals to 1 minus square root of 61 over 6. Press calculator. You should get x equals to 1.47 or x equals to negative 1.14. Because they want to do 2 decimal places ma. So this one should be your final answer. Okay. And then after that, number 2a. They want f g x means composite function. Means you have to combine lah. So for composite functions f g x equals to f square bracket g x. So substitute in the gx first. F square bracket 4 over x minus 3. And then fx is, we substitute everything into x here. So 6 bracket 4 over x minus 3 minus 2. Simplify it. 6 times 4, 24 over x minus 3 minus 2. Make it as single fraction. So this one has to be multiplied with negative 2. So 24 minus 2 bracket x minus 3 over x minus 3. Okay. Equals to 24 minus 2x plus 3. This one is not 3. This one 2 times 3 you get 6 over x minus 3. Okay. 24 plus 3. 30 minus 2x over x minus 3. So this one should be your final answer. Okay. Okay, let's look at B. It is given that f g x, this one that we show here, equals to x. And then show that this one, okay, whenever it's show, this one is your final answer. So, f g x equals to x. Straight away substitute from A. 30 minus 2x over x minus 3 equals to x. And then after that, remove the denominator. So, this one, this whole thing, when we move to the other side, you have to multiply. So, 30 minus 2x equals to x bracket x minus 3. And then 30 minus 2x equals to x squared minus 3x. And then after that, move all this to the other side. 0 equals to x squared minus 3x. And then positive becomes negative. Minus 30 plus 2x. Okay, simplify it. X squared minus 3 plus 2 becomes minus 1. So minus x minus 30 equals to 0. And then shown. This is how you show lah. Okay. Sketch the graph. Okay. Indicate clearly where the graph crosses x and y axis. So this one you have to see. So see if we can factorize this one. This one you can press calculator one. So when you press calculator, you should get x equals to 6, x equals to negative 5. So to make from bottom to top always. So 0, move 6 to the other side lor. X minus 6. And then this one also, move negative 5 to the other side, becomes plus 5. And then, so this one x squared minus x minus 30. This one is actually equals to x minus 6, x plus 5. So, we know that when this is the graph, okay, and then you substitute. Where is it when x equals to, and then when x equals to 0, y equals to negative 30. So, when you draw, okay, here should be negative 5, here should be 6, here negative 30. And then remember to write down the y and x axis lor. Then this is how you get your 3 marks lor. Okay, let's move on to next question. D1. They give you this thing and then find the values of A and B. So this one, this form is actually to transfer this from this to this, we actually have to do completing the square lor. So x squared minus x minus 30 equals to, first things first, we bracket up first, x squared minus x minus 30. Okay, and then after that, we move the x to the outside. So this one, x minus this one, divide by 2. 1 over 2, x, and then square. And then after that, you need to minus the square of remove the x, straight away 1 over 2. And then minus the square of this number. So this one you should get 1 over 4 lah. And then minus 30 again. Simplify it. X minus 1 over 2 square. This one, press calculator, you should get negative 121 over 4. So when we compare it, x minus a square plus b, therefore a equals to 1 over 2, because here also negative. And then b is actually negative 121 over 4. This will be your final answer. Okay. Write down the minimum value of y for this graph. So the minimum value, actually this one, what they want is the minimum point lah. Of the graph. So this one is actually just straight away A and B lor. But you write like that lor. Minimum value. One over 2, negative 121 over 4 as your final answer. Okay, let's move on to number 3. They give you fx, gx, and hx. Simplifying f, okay, you have to simplify first. And then they already give you final answer though, because they same show that f hx equals to this one. So f, this one still the same composite function. fhx equals to fhx. So hx is 3x plus 1. Okay, and then after that, fx is x and x squared. So I have to substitute them into here and here. So 3x plus 1 minus 3x plus 1 squared. Okay, to simplify this, open up the bracket first. Remove the square first. So 9x squared plus 6x plus 1. Okay, and then remove bracket. 3x plus 1 minus 9x squared minus 6x minus 1. So negative 9x squared, and then 3x squared minus 6x squared, you get negative 3x lah. Plus 1 minus 1 cancel out each other, you will get just like that. This one shown. This will be your final answer. Okay, B. They give you this equation, and then find the values of A, B, C. So this one is still the same lah, still completing the square, and then find the turning point, and then state whether if it's maximum or minimum. Okay, so negative 9x squared minus 3x equals to negative 9, and then factorize out the negative 9 lah. So x squared, and then this one negative becomes positive ma, because you already take out, because this one is like that, negative 3 over negative 9. Then you should get 1 over 3 lah. And then after that, negative 9, and this one, remove the square, plus 1 over 3 divided by 2, you get 1 over 6. And then square, and then minus. This one is like that first. Minus 1 over 6 square, you should get 1 over 36 lah. And then after that, remove the square bracket. So negative 9 multiplied by this one, negative, negative, positive. 9 times 1 over 36, you get 1 over 4. Wait let me think. Yeah, so this one is correct lah. So 1 over 4, and then after that, you should get, when you compare it with this one, you should get A equals to negative 9, B equals to negative 1 over 6, because this one positive, this one negative. And then C equals to 1 over 4 as your answer. And then this point, maximum or minimum, you have to look at the coefficient. Look at A. If A is more than 1, means it's minimum. If A is less than 0 or more than 0 lah, because we have to see if it's positive or negative ma. If it's negative, less than 0, then it's maximum. So you have to write lah, maximum point equals to, not equals to lah, bracket, and then the coordinates. So this one is straight away negative 1 over 6, 1 over 4. This one will be your final answer. Okay, let's look at C. Solve hx equals to C. Okay, this one, write down first. 6 plus gx. And then after that, hx is what? 3x plus 1. So 3x plus 1 equals to 6 plus gx. 4 over x. Okay, so we have to remove the x from the denominator. So how? We multiply everything by x lor. So 3x squared plus x equals to 6x 4 over x. If we multiply by x, so cut, you get 4. Okay, and then move everything to the left side. 3x squared plus x, positive becomes negative. And then same lor. Minus 4 equals to 0. 3x squared minus 5x minus 4 equals to 0. And after that, you can use the quadratic formula to solve it. So x equals to negative 5, and then plus or minus negative 5 squared plus 4, b squared minus 4ac. So minus 4 multiply with a, and then c. Okay, and then after that over 2 multiply with a. Simplify it first. X equals to 5 plus, this one should be 25. This one, negative, positive. 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 3, you get 48. So this one, 25 plus 48. So you should get 73 over 2 times 3, you get 6, or x equals to 5 minus 73 over 6. Press calculator, so you should get 2.26, and then x equals to negative 0.59 as your answer. So these two is your final answer. Okay, let's look at number 4a. Okay, fx is this one, gx is this one. So state the value of f negative 2. So this one, you just substitute the negative 2 into the x lor. 3 negative 2 square, and then minus negative 2 minus 2. Press calculator. This one you should get 12 plus 2 minus 2. So final answer 12. As your final answer. Solve the equation fx equals to 2. So fx is 3x squared minus x minus 2 equals to 2. Move 2 to the other side. 3x squared minus x minus 2 plus 2 move here, also minus 2, so minus 4 equals to 0. And after that, this one you can factorize. So you can press calculator, and then you should get x equals to 4 over 3, x equals to negative 1. And then do from bottom to top. This one, we move negative 1 to the other side, so x plus 1. Here, x divide becomes multiply, so 3. And then plus becomes minus. And then 3x minus 4, close bracket, x plus 1 equals to 0. So this is how you solve the equation, and then this 2 is your final answer. Okay, I think C to number 5, we can do it during class. Okay, then that's all for today first.